Hey guys, the potions event has started today, and I thought we'd take a look at it and talk over some tips and tricks that I would suggest to try and get your way through this as cheaply as possible. I did take a look at this on the test server before, and I really liked the look of this new Divine Fenrir, and I really like the background that you can get with this event. And unfortunately, I'm still not sure yet if I want to get him, mostly just because of how the last event, the Elemental Mind, cleaned me out a bit on my passes. So hopefully by talking through this, I'll make my own decision about whether I want to get this Divine or not. All right, how do we play? So I'm not going to read through all this all the way. I'll just try and hit like the key points, but you have until the 6th of November is when this contest ends. So we need to collect the ingredients, place them in our cauldrons. We can either wait until the potion is done brewing on its own, or you can use boosters to speed up the process, and then you'll get the prize when that's done. To get ingredients and boosters, just you get 4 ingredients and 1 booster when you log in every day, completing daily objectives, and then I'll get to that trick in a minute. By brewing certain potions, unfortunately, it's kind of like the elemental mine. You have to mix ingredients together in order to make other ingredients, and then you can make your actual gifts out of those. And of course, by buying them with passes and hopefully diamonds when it comes to the special offer. And this is the new, the Nordic Divines Fenrir. I think he is absolutely awesome looking. His perk, we'll take a look at that real quick. We did on the test server, but I just want to talk about this. His perk is that he offers you a seal of the apocalypse. When he gets to 900 points after you go on rides with him, the veil is raised and Fenrir gives you a prize, which is a seal of the apocalypse. It's not a gift that I want. I've already completed the trophy for this item, so it doesn't really have any use to me, but I just really like his look. I just think he's so cool. The pose still is kind of a bit weird looking, but he's just so neat looking, and I just want him just for his looks. I think he's just like so awesome. So that's Fenrir, and then of course collect golden horseshoes, and then you probably won't get your name pulled out of the hat in the lucky draw anyway, just because the odds are really not in your favor. Okay, so welcome to my laboratory. You can use number of ingredients to make potions here. So he wants us to put the blue vial and the red vial in, and that will make the elixir. So brew, then this, you'll click this to use a booster. This is a little scrolly bar. You obviously can only use 1 booster right now because that will completely just take away all the time it takes. You'll get this gift instantly just by using a booster, but for future reference, when you want to make other gifts, you can choose how many boosters you want to use by dragging this little bar here left and right to choose the number of boosters that you want to use, and then right there will tell you how many boosters you're using. So we get it right away, and this is what we're going to need to get Fenrir, is 100 of these elixirs. Yeah, a lot of those. So we completed a collection. We got a booster for the collection. Here are the daily objectives. Luckily, we completed the first one just through the tutorial. And we also completed the second objective just by the tutorial. So right now, as you can see, we only have 2 objectives going. So if we click on this third one, it'll say, first complete the community goal to unlock this objective and 1 more boosters. Now flip over to this side of the page, and here's the community goal. Once this bar reaches to 100%, we'll unlock this third objective, which will give us another task to do, allowing us to win more ingredients and more boosters every day. Now, the goal on International that we have to reach, though, is to prepare at least 40,958 potions together, but we've already reached 15%, and it's like the first day of the contest, so that's pretty good, but we'll have to brew quite a few potions in order to unlock this third objective, which is definitely desirable because that gives you more ingredients and more boosters that you can get every day. Let's take a look at these gifts. All right, so as we can see, here are all the gifts. I think this is a very good assortment of items this time. In particular, I would really like to get the Hestia's gift because I can make passes out of that. Their Meswing staff is always nice as well. You can trade that for anything. And a Harmony pack because I love my golden apples. So those are nice. The Book of Monsters item, which we took a look at this on the test server. It's totally new. Catch that aging point. Thank you. I wouldn't mind getting maybe just 1 that I can put on one of my own horses because I don't really buy a lot of the special coat items, because otherwise you could spend an absolute fortune in passes trying to get each of these coats yourself. I tend to just buy them in the sales once they get a little bit cheaper. So that's the Book of Monsters item. I probably wouldn't mind trying to get that one. If not, oh well. Now, in terms of getting what ingredients you need to make each prize, because I know this is this is being asked quite a bit in the forums right now. Right now, you'll have to actually unlock these before it will show which ingredients you need to make each gift. However, just keep checking back in the forums because people are posting them as they're figuring them out. Or once you get one of each of these gifts, all you need to do is just drag and drop them into the pot, and it will tell you what it brews. You don't even have to actually brew the potion for it to tell you what it's going to do. So just as long as you have one of each, you can just drag drop, figure it out. And the cool thing that I noticed is that even though I haven't actually brewed a mash or the brain yet, just because I shoved it into the pot, it already appears in the prizes page here. So that's quite nice. Also, quick little trick too, it tells you up at the top how long it will take to brew that ingredient as it is. Just note though that the wait time actually does increase every time you brew this item. In the last contest, what happened is that every time you wanted to brew an item, the number of ingredients that you needed doubled. So like right now, I would need a red vial and a dragon scale to brew a brain. If this were the past contest, I would have needed like 2 red vials and 2 dragon scales to brew it a second time or something, and then it would keep going up. This time it looks like they just increased the wait time on it, which to me is a little bit more manageable. I'm not quite sure how much that wait time goes up by because there were a couple of players that were saying that some of these just go up by 10 minutes, which I think was the elixir, whereas the brain seemed like it went up by 15 minutes for the wait time. So it might just depend on what you're brewing. Also, if you kind of want a quick way to figure out what you need, I've got a little list here that I took off from one of the other servers. This isn't a complete list. The ingredients here, this should be all the ingredients. So if you want to know what you need to brew the brain, the bone, the eye, the ochre dust, the bats, and the gems, this should be complete right here. The prizes list right here, this isn't complete. This just has like some of the top ones that I was looking at, like the Hestia's Gift, you need the ochre dust and the gems, and then the harmony pack, you need a bone and the gems. Book of Monsters, you should need a blue vial and the gems. Gemstone gem, it's the same thing. This was off from a server I had to translate it on, then I copied and pasted it. So once I get a complete list, I will go ahead and I'll copy and I'll pin this into the comments below under the video. So if you want to check back here to know what ingredients you need to make which prize, you can do that too. Or like I said, just check out the events forum topic on your server because people are getting this put together pretty quickly. So my tips for getting Fenrir as cheaply as possible, of course, the number one tip is to wait until the special offer, which should occur on the second and third weekend of the event, which looks like that will be the 27th and the weekend of the 3rd. As for what's in the special offer, it should be 6 ingredients and 4 boosters, and I think that cost 1 pass, and hopefully like usual special offers, you can buy those with diamonds as well. So that should be the special offer when that comes around. Tips for getting how to go about getting Fenrir besides the special offer. He will take 100 of these elixirs right here. In order to make an elixir, you need a blue vial and a red vial. So you have to make this elixir thing 100 times. Then you'll be able to make Fenrir, and he'll take 2 days to complete on its own, let alone how much this wait time is going to increase every time you brew an elixir. To get through that, what I would recommend doing is to don't use these red vials on anything else, and keep brewing this elixir thing all the time. Like have it going as much as you can so long as you have these red vials in stock, because that will help with the wait time. If the wait time increases all the time, you don't want to wait until the very last day of the contest to start throwing all these red vials in here to brew these elixirs, and then you won't have enough boosters to get through, because you can obviously use the boosters to decrease the wait time. But if you don't have enough boosters at the end of the contest, you kind of left yourself in a bit of a hole. So like I said, so long as you have these red vials up here, have them brewing constantly. You can brew 3 potions at once, which is really nice. So I definitely recommend brewing all 3, have those 3 going like all the time. Just do that. Just keep brewing those things, and hopefully that will help you get to Fenrir a little bit easier. And then at the end, if you have other ingredients left over still, maybe you can go through and figure out which prizes that you want to get. So those are kind of my thoughts on the potions event. Like I really like the ingredients laid out. I like the prizes laid out for this event. There's a good assortment. There's only a few that I really desperately want, so maybe I'll try for Fenrir. I don't really want to waste what freebie stuff I get, and then I'll figure out like at the end how many passes that I'll need to get through it. But yeah, I'm not sure yet. I need to figure that out pretty quickly. Unfortunately, I don't have a pass estimate either, but keep an eye on the events forum because I'm sure players will probably be able to mathematically figure it out. So that's where we're at with the potions. I really like Fenrir. Good luck to everybody who's going to try to get him. Let me know what prizes you're going to get or what your strategy is, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.